The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing good. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, good people. Good morning. I hope everybody's doing well. It's Memorial Day. A lot of people are sleeping in. You might not get a big stream today, but you know what? It's Memorial Day, so we're going to stream because we have to give a big shout out to the veterans and people that are currently serving in the United States military for their service, past and present and future, because, you know, they gave us the ability to be able to sit here and stream and talk about things and, you know, basically be free. And, you know, happy Memorial Day to all of them and everybody who has served and everybody who will serve and everybody who's currently serving. Much respect to everybody that has served this country. Served this country admirably, has actually you know, went out and put their life on the line for this country. So happy Memorial Day to everyone, every single one of you guys. I really appreciate you guys and guys. And you know, happy Memorial Day. I hope you guys all have a phenomenal Memorial Day. I hope you all, you guys and girls all, you know, enjoy your day with your family, your friends, and all that stuff. So happy Memorial Day to all the vets and all the people who are currently serving as well. And you know, so you know, we're gonna wake up and stream on Memorial Day because you know what? We got to pay respect where respect is due. And even though a lot of people are off today, we're still going to get up and at it because this is what we do. And we're going to respect the fact that we have the freedom to do so. And these guys and girls have gave us the freedom to do so. So with that, good morning, good people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? What's going on, Selma? If you guys don't know, Selma is one of our proud vets on this channel as well. So big shout out to Selma, who did his thing, man, and served his country admirably. And Fairground going on, brother. Good morning, good early afternoon to you, my brother. How are you? How are you? I hope you are doing well, my brother. I hope you're doing well. Ken, good morning. Good morning to you. Salute to you as well, my brother. I hope you're doing well. Heat, good morning. Good morning, Heat. Good morning, my brother. Over there, in the big CA. Hope you're doing well. Man, Heat, you know, we got a bunch of day ones up in here this morning. We're up and we're grinding. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love to see my day ones up in here, boy. You guys chatting it up, saying hi to each other. Love to see that. Love to see that. Good morning, baby. Good morning, good people, man. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. What we got going on? Stock market's closed today. So don't have to go in over any of the markets. They're pretty much closed today. So we're good. We're good with that. We can jump right into crypto and guys, we can get into an hour conversation and then I'll let you guys go on about your Monday, man. Ken, what's going on, Ken? In Fairground, man. I hope you guys are doing well as well. My boys. So what we got going on over here? Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index sitting at 69. We're dropping a little bit. We were at 73. But you know what? After a long holiday weekend, you kind of expect the fear and greed index to pump down a little bit, but actually started yesterday. The market's pumping up a little bit, and the market's pumping up a little bit based on, I told you guys we're trading off of tweets and we're trading off of social media posts and news articles and things like that. We're not trading off fundamentals, right? So the market started to pump up a little bit because it looks like the United States and the EU nations are going to try to work something out. It was a ridiculous statement to make, to say that we're going to put a 50% tariff on the EU nations. It was a ridiculous statement to make. It was a negotiating ploy that we don't need right now. But the statement was made. It tanked the markets on Friday when that statement came out. But it looks like now, it says that they're going to start to work out a better deal, which always should have been the case anyway. So we're starting to get a pump up off of that news right there. Like I said, you got to be careful in this market right now because we're not trading off of fundamentals, guys. And that's always dangerous, right? We're trading off of political news. And, so we're a day to day. That's why I've been saying to you guys lately, only trade the market that's in front of your face, right? Because at anytime somebody gets Twitter happy or Truth Social happy, it can change. But yeah, Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index sitting at 69 right now. We got altcoin season sitting at 29 out of 100. We're ticking up, baby. We're ticking up the altcoin season. We're in altcoin season, but altcoin season ticking up a little bit. This is what we want to see. We want to see this altcoin season ticking up. We want to see these altcoins making a little bit more progress. We want to see these altcoins getting some run here. Bitcoin's got all the fame and glory right now. We're looking for these altcoins to start seeing some of this pump, baby. We got a little bit of a pump in some altcoins, but we want to see these bad boys pump, baby. Pump it up. We got the cryptocurrency market cap sitting at $3.4945 trillion. Came down right up in here. You seen the news of the ridiculous 50% tariff talk right here. Tanked the market a little bit. Starting to come back up a little bit. And starting to move, baby. Starting to move. So let's go. ETFs, you're not going to get any positive inflows and outflows right now just because the markets are closed. So they're sitting there from Friday. And, Friday wasn't a terrible day for ETFs, but that ETF volume started to tick up. Right here, boy, right here was the day right there. That Thursday right there was the day, baby. You put in over $1 billion in ETF positive inflows, man. That was the day right there, boy. Whew, that was a day. You got Bitcoin dominance sitting at 63.3%. Kind of hovering right here. Ethereum dominance sitting at 9%. Was at 9.3% on Friday, but definitely still above 9%. So that's good. Want to see this thing ticking up a little bit. And these two numbers right here are what's going to drive the altcoin season. The Ethereum dominance and the other dominance in at 27.7%. We want to see these things ticking up a little bit because we want to see altcoin season here, right? And altcoin season doesn't mean Bitcoin's price comes back. It just means that this dominance right here is going to go down. Money's going to start to move over here. A little bit more money is going to start to rotate over here. Want to see Ethereum get its dominance up to at least 10% here in the next couple weeks, man. Fairground, thank you, brother. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that like and share button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. On whatever platform you're listening to us on, whether it's YouTube, whether it's X or Twitch, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. But yeah, we are definitely looking for this Ethereum dominance and all the rest of the altcoin dominance to go up. We're looking for that altcoin season. We're looking for that big altcoin rally. We're looking for these altcoins really to start pushing to the upside here. So definitely everybody's waiting for that. I think we're gearing up. We're gearing up. Everything's looking like we're gearing up for that altcoin season. You got the market cap staying above $3 trillion right now, which is good, which is phenomenal for altcoins. So we get this thing staying above 3 trillion. That's a phenomenal feat right here, because remember, this is where we stopped the last bull run, 3 trillion. So anytime we're above that $3 trillion mark, there's more money in the market right now than there was at the end of the last bull run. So that's actually still very bullish in the market, right? So definitely the overall fundamentals for cryptocurrency look really good. Let's go ahead and take a look at something we haven't looked at in a little while. Let's look at just the straight meme coin, the top meme coins over here. See where, see if anybody's moving up, anybody's moving down, what's going down. You got Dogecoin still sitting at number 1, which it's going to sit there. Nobody's going to catch Doge right now. You got SHIB. SHIB's performing pretty. It's performing okay, right? It's up 1.47% on the 24-hour. But you got Pepe sitting here, up 8.2% on the 24-hour. And this is kind of why I do believe that Pepe is going to overtake SHIB, guys. If you just look at the pure numbers, right, it's outperforming SHIB, right? So if it continually outperforms SHIB, eventually it's going to catch him. Eventually he's going to take that spot. Eventually Pepe is going to be sitting up there in that number 2 spot, just because when you look at SHIB, it's at 1.3% up on the 24-hour, 3.1% up on the week, where Pepe's up 10.7% on the week and up 7.8% on the 24-hour. So them numbers are really starting to tick to the upside, right? You got the Trump coin sitting here at number 3, sitting at $12.78. Still, they're not a huge performance this week. Trump coin, this thing continues. I think it's losing steam, actually. A lot of people are still really big on it. I think it's kind of losing steam a little bit. I think and he had that event last week where he invited the top holders to have dinner with him, and it was a disaster. So, some of the whales sold off on that. You got Bonk sitting here in number 4. I still like Bonk. I like Bonk a lot. I think Bonk's got a good run in it. This bull run on the Solana chain, I think it's got a nice run in it. I think it's gonna do pretty well. I still do think that it's gonna outperform Dog with a Hat, but Dog with a Hat is definitely starting to come back and show its strength. And we'll get to Dog with a Hat here in a minute. You got Fartcoin sitting here, definitely up on the 24-hour, 21.4% on the week. It's done really, really well on the week. I think Fartcoin's got a little bit of a run left in it here, and going to do pretty well in the run, right? We're talking about the run, baby. We're talking about the run. Dog with Hat, we were looking at Dog with Hat at 50 cents, and I said to you guys that 50 cents might have been the bottom there, up to $1.13. I took a long out on Dog with Hat at 50 cents. I went ahead and took some leverage out on it. It's doing pretty well, up to $1.13. Definitely up 21%. Just call it even 21% on the week. Not doing too bad at all. So I like what we're seeing here with Dog with Hat. I still do think that Bonk's going to outperform it. It's a beautiful thing when people stop using fiat currency. It is going to be a beautiful thing when people stop using fiat currency. It's absolutely beautiful. It's coming, man. It's coming. James, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Virtuals. Yeah, I like Virtuals. We'll get into Virtuals. I really like Virtuals protocol. I like what it's doing. I like how it's performing. And I like the fact that it's cross-chain now, James. I like that Virtuals finally went cross-chained, and moved over to Solana, not only serving Base. So I really like that. I think when you get these types of protocols, these types of AI protocols like Virtuals, Launchpad, you almost have to be cross-chain. The Junior, good morning. What's up, my brother? What's up? What's up? What's up? But yeah, I really like virtuals, James. I like it a lot, actually. It kills me because I seen virtuals protocol when it was launched, and it was like next to nothing. And I kind of faded it. I faded it all the way up to it started to make its first run, right? And then I bought some, because I'm on base. I'm on base a lot. I actually really like base. I shouldn't say I really like base. I like what base could be, but I don't like what base is. But I like what base could be, so I'm on base a lot. So I seen virtuals early, and I got in, and then they had a big run up, and I took some profits, and I should have left the moon bag in, and I didn't. But I waited for that dip when it fell out of the top 100, and I got back into virtuals when it fell out of the top 100, and so I was able to kind of recoup my mistake, right? And we all make mistakes, and it was a mistake, so I was able to kind of recoup it. But I wish I would have gotten it when I first seen it, because when virtual was first launched, I first seen it, and I really. I missed that one. I missed that. I missed the initial. XRP to 1. Good morning, my brother. Yeah, let's pump it up, baby. Let's pump it up. Hit that like button. What's going on? Good morning, Junior. Good morning. Good morning. I think we're getting close, man. XRP, I think we're getting close, man. I think we're getting close to this pump, baby. I think we're getting close to this pump. I think we're going to get close to altcoin season here in a minute. Oh, man. XRP, the 1, we doing good, baby. We're doing good, man. I like where we're at. We're doing good, man. Everything is great. The market looks good. Everything is great. Everything is good, man. The market's looking really good. €2. Yeah, we I think we're gonna pump, man. I think this week is gonna be a really good week, right? Pudgy Penguin's doing pretty well as well. You see this one sitting here doing pretty well. It's in the top 100. SPX 6900. You guys know I'm a big fan of SPX 6900. I think SPX 6900 is one of these meme projects that is really going to take off. It's really going to go. It's up 31.9% on the week. It performs. It's got a solid floor. It's got solid holders. I just think it's one of these ones that are just going to surprise a lot of people. Brett, it's the number 1 meme coin on base, but I'm not a big Brett fan because I think Brett's got a lot of issues with its wallets and things like that, and that's why it's not listed on Coinbase and things like that. So I kind of stay away from Brett a little bit. I just there's some issues over there with how it was launched and some seed funding and things like that. So I kind of stay away from Brett. I stay away from Brett from a long-term holding perspective. I might swing trade it here and there, but I stay away from Brett from just holding it on spot long-term just because of that. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Junior's got a project called Legend over there on Solana. Doing pretty well. It's over there on Solana. It's called Legend, and he's working pretty hard to get that thing moving. So yes, happy Memorial Day. I was telling people, man, we're up, and we're streaming early on Memorial Day with respect to all the veterans who give us the ability to do this. Even though a lot of people are off today, it gives us the veterans, the men and women that give us the ability to do this. We pay our respects and we get it done. So yeah, Moncoin, doing pretty well too. So we're just kind of looking at some of these top meme coins here, and they're really not doing too bad. From a meme coin perspective, the market's actually doing pretty decent. And these are some, you guys know, 3% of my portfolio is wrapped up in meme coins, right? You know, we talk about that all the time. It's about 3%, right? And you know, I'm invested. Come over here, see what's going on with these bubbles, baby. See what's going on with these bubbles, baby. There's Virtuals protocol right there, 17.2% up on the 24-hour. So yeah, it's not looking too bad at all. Virtuals protocol is looking good. It looks like a damn good green bubble chart for the day. Damn good. On the hour, pulling back just a little bit, but looking a little bit better than when I first woke up this morning. So it looks like we're turning the corner this morning. Looks like the market wants to turn. It's doing its best to turn, and this thing's starting to fill out a little bit green as we move on. So I did want to talk to you guys about Hyperliquid up to $38.24. You guys remember I brought you guys and we were talking about this project when it was at like $17, and I said, oh boy, this one right here might be one worth looking at. And Hype, which is called Hyperliquid, for anybody who doesn't know, it's a layer one trading platform, right? So think about a centralized exchange, and that's what Hyperliquid is, except for it's built on its own layer one, so it's all decentralized, right? And it looks and feels just like centralized exchange. I can't use it because of where I live, but I have had the opportunity to check it out. And if you look at all of the longs on Bitcoin that everybody's talking about, you know, these big, huge longs that everybody's talking about, and they're all being done on Hyperliquid, right? Hyperliquid, it's up, and it's up pretty good, and it is moving. And it's because people are actually using this thing. They're putting longs in, they're putting shorts in, they're using it to trade. And I think that this is the future of decentralized trading, is these decentralized trading platforms like Hyperliquid, where they look and feel like a centralized exchange, but they're completely decentralized. And it's up 115% on the month when you look at it, and this thing is absolutely moving. And it is definitely rolling. So when you come over here, you look at it, it says Hyper Eyes 24% rally, you know, in 24 hours, set a new all-time high, right? So when the market was coming down, this set a new all-time high. It's because people are using it. People like that decentralized platform that operates like a centralized exchange. And this thing is absolutely moving, man. I wish that I could use it where I lived, because if I could, I would. You know, I definitely would use it. So, but I do like the project in itself. And you know, like I said, we talked about this project all the way back at $17. I said to you guys that this is something different, right? This looks and feels like it's something different. And the beauty of it is it sits on its own layer one. You know, hype me up, baby. Oh, I'm trying, brother. I'm trying, but yeah, this market actually looks really, really good today. But yeah, you see Hyperliquid, and it's really starting to move, and it's past Sway. Sui. It's past Sui in market cap up here. I'm sitting at number 11. It was just on Friday all the way down here, you know, in the 20s. It moved all the way up to number 11. It's past a lot of big projects. Sui is past Chainlink. It's past Avalanche. It's past Stellar. So it's definitely past a lot of projects in market cap. So definitely a project to watch out for. I would never suggest buying it right here at around its all-time high at 38.18. I'd never suggest that to you. Not financial advice, but do not ape into anything when it's up that high. But definitely on a pullback, and maybe something to look at. We got Bitcoin sitting here at 109.7, continues to climb this morning. I know it's down 0.1% on the hour, but when you look at it, it's up 2.4% on the day. So it continues to climb, you know, kind of as the morning moves on. We're trying to get back up to that 110 mark. I think we might, see if we get there today. It's definitely looking good. It's definitely looking solid for us to make that run up there today. so we'll see. I mean, 2% on Bitcoin. That's a nice gain right there. You got Ethereum sitting at $2,564. Again, up 2.7% on a day, looking pretty damn good this morning. And what you want to see is Ethereum and the rest of these altcoins start to take some of this market cap. You got XRP sitting here, doing its thing right around $2.33. Had a pullback, right? Had a crazy pullback right up in here, underneath that $2.50 mark. But the rest of the market pulled back. It wasn't an XRP specific thing. This was really a pullback of the whole market. So, XRP getting a run today. Hopefully we get us a run today. Look at it on the week. It's down a little bit on the week here too. But XRP 250, guys, is kind of that level that we talked about here for a while now. XRP's got to get to that 250 level. It's got to stay there. It's got to start making a move up to that 250 and start setting some support at that 250 level, because all the news is good, and all the news is good, all the fundamentals are good. Now it's got to make that move. Oh yeah, Australia deemed Bitcoin as a currency. Yeah, that's been in the works for a little while. XRP, it's been in the works for a little while that Australia was going to deem Bitcoin as a currency. A couple other countries deemed it as a currency too already. Bitcoin's going to do its thing. A lot of people are looking at Bitcoin and they're saying, when's that pullback coming? Look, we're used to. I think we're out of that cycle. I don't think you're going to get that 30% pullback right before altcoin season happens in Bitcoin. I think them days are over. But I do think what's going to start happening here pretty soon is that the Bitcoin ETFs are going to get a little bit too expensive. They're already up in the $60 range for investors, and I think you're going to start to see them rotate into Ethereum. And then I think you'll start to see them rotate into the XRP ETFs when they come out. When Circle? When the deal's closed. When the deal, if they get the deal, and when it's closed, when you look at it, Circle is one of these ones that it'd be great for XRP to have. It would be great for, I should say, it'd be great for Ripple to have, right? And the integration, if they do get Circle, the integration of Circle into what they're going to do with the XRP token and how that's going to move the XRP token is going to get interesting, right? And that's not widely out there yet of how they're going to integrate that and what they're going to do and how that's going to benefit the XRP token. But I think if they can acquire Circle, they'll become, basically the biggest stable coin issuer on the blockchain or in the world, actually. Because that would give them RLUSD plus Circle, which would probably make them, it would make them the biggest stablecoin provider in the world, which is going to be huge for Ripple, because it's going to give them a lot of clout in that arena. But one of the things is, they still haven't came out and said how that's going to benefit the XRP token, because remember, everything that Ripple does doesn't benefit XRP. So yeah, hit that like button, y'all. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that share button. So we got to see how that's going to benefit the XRP token, and we got to see the fundamentals of that. So that's going to be the interesting piece. But they're definitely in a bidding war with Coinbase right now. I don't think Coinbase has the cash to make that happen, but we'll see. Cardano's doing pretty good at 76 cents here. Got to get this thing back up to 80. Tron's actually doing pretty well, 27 cents. Came out of that 24-cent range, moved up to that 27-cent range. Like where Tron's actually making a slight move to the upside. We had that big issue with the Sway blockchain over there, and it looks like it's starting to it's holding on better than what people would have thought. Sitting at $3.57 after that issue that they had over there on their blockchain. Well, not their blockchain, but with the liquidity provider. So it's not doing too bad. Chainlink still lagging behind that $16 mark at 15.77. Definitely could use a move and a good push to the upside there. H bar back up to 19 cents. H bar struggled a little bit this week, so we'll see if H bar can get its legs back and start to make a move. You guys watch out for Litecoin. And I only tell you to watch out for Litecoin in the perspective of pressed. But I only tell you to watch out for Litecoin in the perspective of I do believe that there's going to be an ETF for Litecoin that's approved pretty soon. And I'm under the opinion, maybe not a necessarily a popular opinion, but one that's kind of floating out there a little bit, and I could see it happening, is that the Litecoin ETF may actually get approved before the XRP ETF. And you have to look at it from the perspective of Litecoin is nothing more than a fork of Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin's ETF was already approved, and you have a fork in Litecoin, so it kind of makes sense. We'll see what happens. That's kind of a long shot, but watch out for Litecoin. Its ETF will probably get approved before a lot of these other ones that were sitting out there, and we'll see. You got our boy Pepe sitting here at 40139, starting to make a move to the upside, baby. Starting to make a move to the upside. We're going to see. And speaking of Pepe, you got a very prominent meme coin guy who takes some chances in James Nguyen, who puts a lot of money into meme coins and makes these things move. He took a 10x leverage out on Pepe, a big 10x leverage out on Pepe. We're talking a couple $100,000 in a 10x long on Pepe yesterday. So he's definitely put his money to Pepe move into the upside here. And when we look at it, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and look at it. When we look at Pepe over here on the chart, right? The RSI, it's definitely starting to. It's definitely oversold right now, and it's definitely starting to turn a little bit at this 40139 level. It's starting to turn a little bit. Pepe looks like it's got a really good setup, right? If you're a trader, you'll understand like this setup looks good. It's starting to come back down here and test the moving averages. It's getting ready to kind of try to break this 200-day moving average right here. It's testing it. It looks like it wants to break it. So when we look at the 200-day moving day, the last time it really, really busted above it with a setup like that, like it's in right now, is right here. And it went on that massive move to the upside, right? And that was the last time we really had a setup in Pepe that looked as good as this setup right here. So Pepe is looking really, really solid. If you're a leverage trader, if you're a trader, Pepe is looking really, really good right now, and it's looking like it's got a nice setup going up for it right now. So definitely like where Pepe is in that move to the upside. You got Solana, very much oversold right now. Definitely still trending to the downside right now on a daily. But the setup's kind of the same as Pepe. It's testing this 200-day moving day average. It's starting to come down here and test the other moving averages. So I like the setup where Solana is here sitting at 176. I like this setup. It started to trade sideways here for about a week now. So it's only going to do one or two things, guys. It's either going to break to the upside, break to the downside, or continue to trade sideways. That's all crypto does, guys. That's all trading is. But my bet is that this thing's going to break to the upside once it cracks this 200-day moving day right here. I think it's going to move to the upside. I think it's going to take off. So I think we're going to be just fine. Yeah, you can. You can actually, but you can see it, right? You can see the setup, right? You can see that setup. Like Solana's in the same setup. Like Solana's literally has the exact same setup as Pepe. And it looks like it wants to break. It looks like it wants to break. Uh oh, when we get to ISO 2022, someone XRP will be the largest project in that ISO arena. It will be the largest project, right? Let's just make no doubt about it. Like they have the most market share, they have the most partnerships. They've bought companies on the back end that not a lot of people talk about that have set themselves up for this ISO run. And there's no doubt XRP will lead the way. They will lead the way in this ISO run, and they will be the biggest player in this ISO run. That's without a doubt. You know, everybody else will come in second when it comes to the utilization of their particular project. XRP will lead that way. There's no doubt. Junior the legend. Yeah, there's no doubt, man. I can't copy that contract address, Junior, from in here. That's the problem. I have to pull it up in a minute. uh, yeah, I think someone's right though. I mean, there's no doubt about XRP leading the way. But you know, one of the things too, like when you know I know market cap is one of the things not a lot of people really enjoy talking about, right? But what people have to appreciate with XRP, people appreciate it and some people don't appreciate it. I appreciate it, right? Because I understand market cap and I understand how these things move, right? When you look at Bitcoin sitting here, right? It's got a market cap of $2.1 trillion, right? And then you come down here and you look at an XRP, right? And it's got a market cap of, you know, what is it, 136 billion? Hundreds, yeah, hundreds, thousands, million, yeah, 136 billion, right? Do you know how much money it takes to move this market cap 2%, 3%, 4%? You know how much money you have to bring into that project just to make that market cap move like that? So when XRP goes up, you look at it right now on the hour, up 1.9%. You know how much money had to come into this project right now to move it 1.9%? That's a tremendous amount of capital that's coming in. And a lot of people don't appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that it takes that you have that much money coming into your project to move it 1.9% with a market cap that high. And a lot of people are used to these low market cap tokens, these meme tokens, where like, oh, you're up 1.9%. Somebody put like a 0.001% ETH in there, right? No. You're talking millions and millions and millions of dollars flowing in here within the last hour just to move this market cap 1.9%. You know, and people got to appreciate that, right? I mean, you look at Bitcoin was up 6.4% on a week, right? Well, to appreciate how much money it takes just to move that market cap, you come over here on a Thursday and you look at Bitcoin and put it had to put $934.8 million through the ETFs. $934 million through the ETFs, right? Think about this for a minute. and you're only up 6.4% on the week. The amount of capital that has to come through there is craziness, right? And that's why I say XRP, when it gets its spot ETFs and you start to see the money really flow in there from the spot ETFs, you're going to start to really appreciate how much money it takes to move this market cap, right? Because people don't really appreciate that right now. They don't understand it. Like, they're like, oh, 1.9%, that's pocket change. No, that's not pocket change. That's millions and millions and millions of dollars coming into your project. Yeah, Junior, I know you are working your butt off in the background for a legend. We'll pull that here in a minute. But yeah, so like that's the one thing I really appreciate about XRP, and people don't appreciate that a lot about these bigger tokens, is how much money it takes to move these projects, right? When you get up to them market cap levels, and it's discouraging because people are like, well, when Lambo, when Move, when this, when that. Well, you're not moving a project with a market cap of $1 million. So it takes a lot of capital, it takes a lot of money. You know what I mean? So appreciate it, respect it, baby, respect it, respect the movement, right? So yeah, so we're in a pretty damn good spot right now. I like what we got going on. I like where we're at. I like when market on them. Usually on a holiday weekend, we don't perform it well, but it definitely looks like we're performing pretty damn well right now. Grab this phone. Hold on a second. 1 second, guys. For some reason, X is acting a little crazy on me. For some reason, X is acting up. Anybody else having a little bit of problems with X at all? Here and there. Just a little problem here and there. I wanna do trying to do my boy some justice here, the junior some justice here, but I gotta get on X in order to bring this up. So when we go, I want to bring his chart up, but as we're talking here, we'll be able to do this because I can't copy his contract address from my StreamYard, but just know I ain't bringing up my wallet for y'all. Just know I ain't bringing up my wallet for y'all. I got some legend in my wallet, but just know I ain't bringing it up. I'm not bringing it up, man. Yeah. So. Yeah, put some money in there. See what you're doing. What's up? Yo, there's Ken. Ken, I was wondering if you X been funny. Yeah, X has been really funny lately, man. It just and it keeps making me log back in. So like it logs me out, logs me back in, logs me out, logs me back in. It's the weirdest thing ever, man. That damn Elon. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this, Junior. Let's have a look. Let's see where you're at, man. Let's see where you're at on this Memorial Day. Oh, and it's Memorial Day here. Let's see what's going on. Got the Legend sitting right here. Total market cap 9.5K. Not bad. Not bad. Last time we looked at it at 10K. Not bad. Not bad. It's hanging in there. Chart looks good. Chart looks solid. Nice uptrend. You know, had a sell off here, right here. Definitely moved and started to gain some ground, moving to the upside. So kind of like where the Legend is right now. Under 10K. So got like that. Junior put the contract address in the chat earlier. If you guys want to go ahead and check this out, I do own a full disclosure. I do own a small bag of the Legend. Not too much, but I do own a small bag. I never own too much of a low market cap project. I have a rule where I don't want to own over 1.5% to 2% of any project. So I try to stay under that. Stuff in my face. I'm about to stuff my face with some breakfast here in a minute. Maybe it's all the bots. Yeah, you ain't lying, man. X is botted like crazy. But yeah, so go check out the Legend, y'all. Go check out the Legend. It might be worth throwing 20 bucks at, you know. 20 bucks might be worth throwing 20, 30 bucks at, and wait and see what happens, right? Yeah, I don't own over. I just Junior, when it comes to owning projects, like I don't own a lot in low market caps. I just don't own because one, there's two reasons why. One is I don't want my wallet to sit up top where people are looking at your wallets and they're tracking your wallets. I hate wallet trackers. I can't stand wallet trackers. So I don't like it when people track my wallet. So I always try to stay underneath the radar when it comes to that. Because if I want to get out, I want to get out and I don't want to hear about it, right? And two, it's because with the low market caps, like if you have wallets sitting in low market caps that own 5, 6, 7% of your projects, it scares investors. XRPH, no. I heard about it. I heard about the healthcare company on the XRP ledger, but XRPH is something that definitely we need to look into because having healthcare on chain is absolutely amazing. So definitely something I just haven't had a chance to really sit down and do any research on. But I'm definitely going to look into the healthcare one on the healthcare project on XRP because I do like that. I think that healthcare and health records are going to start to come on chain here pretty soon, and I think they're going to start to come on chain quickly because it's a easy transfer of information from one provider to the next. So I do think that they're going to come on chain. They're going to come on chain relatively quickly. So I do like that. Want to see we got going on over here in the low market cap world. I haven't looked at this. I haven't looked at my DEX tools charts in a long time. Stealth AI is doing well. It's not doing that well. It actually had a big sell off. It's starting to come back up. I do like this project though. This needs some more marketing. BRL, Bull Run, getting my USD. I am getting my USD rewards. I can say that. I am getting my USDC rewards over here. So, I like where they're at, sitting at $3.77. But more importantly, I like the rewards that I'm receiving from this particular project. I didn't think that the rewards would be as good as they are, but they're definitely good. They're definitely good. And they're doing pretty well. So, yeah, they're buying all them companies and then rebranding. All right, I see you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that because I do think that healthcare records on chain are gonna be huge. They're gonna be huge, and it's happening. It's gonna and when it does happen, it's only gonna take a couple companies to show success, a couple big companies to show some success on chain when it comes to moving their healthcare records, and then boom, it's gonna explode. I think that falls under that whole real world tokenized asset thing. I love XLM. I think XLM has got a big future in real world tokenized assets. I mean, people forget that XLM is hooked up with Franklin Templeton and moving real world assets for Franklin Templeton. People forget that. It kind of flies under the radar a lot. But Franklin Templeton is no slouch, right? They're no small company. And they're no small company to be moving, real world tokenized assets. And that's who XLM is hooked up with. So I do like XLM. I think that XLM, but some people will think I'm crazy, right? But I think XLM's upside, like when you look at the percentage gains, right? I think XRP is going to fly once ISO 2020 hits. But I don't think that XLM's percent move to the upside is going to be too far away from XRP's. I think they've always traditionally ran together, and I think that they'll continue to run together. I think that they'll continue. I don't think that they're going to separate themselves. Holy cow. Crash. I haven't looked at this crash chart in probably 5 months at least. Jesus. Jesus, where is this even at market cap wise? 2.1 million. Oh my God, that's great. Well, last time we looked at this thing was under $1 million. They actually didn't do too bad. On the day it's coming down, but they didn't do too bad. But Crash is not doing too bad. I like Brian. This is the project right here. Like I don't know. For some reason, I've just kind of like I don't know. For some reason, I just kind of you guys know I've looked at this Brian Armstrong chart for since the day it launched, and it's one of these projects for no specific reason whatsoever. I just like. I don't know. Like it's Brian Armstrong, the Coinbase guy, the CEO of Coinbase. I have no idea why I like this project, other than the fact that it just moves, right? Sitting at 2.17 million right now. I mean, we're buying this thing way under $1 million. I was buying this thing way under $1 million, but for some reason it just kind of moves. I always left the moon bag in this project. I don't know. For some reason, you know how you get them projects and you're just like, I don't even know why I like this project, but I just kind of like this project, right? I always like Brian. Brian's one of the projects, you just kind of, I don't know. It just kind of stuck with me. You know what I mean? And how's Davey? How's Debbie doing? Selmo, how's Debbie doing? Let's check on it. How the hell is Debbie, man? We haven't looked at Debbie in a long time. 21.4 million. Come down a little bit. Holding a good floor though, right there where it is. It's holding a good floor right here. That's a solid floor. You look at it, it hit some support right here. It hit some support right here, and it's bouncing right off that support again. Looks like it wants to move up. Looks like it wants to move to the upside. It wants to move to the upside. The upside. VV Bot. This is the new one I'm in. I like this one. 678K right now. Oh, getting some legs over here. Looks like they're getting some legs. Gotta get people quit selling off on that fucker. 249K holders, but yeah, they got to get up. They were all the way up to 800 something K. People sold off on it. Jesus, yeah, get them out of there. Get them out of there. Then make it run. But I like the VV bot. This is the other project. I don't know. Just like this project. But yeah, that Brian Armstrong project. For some reason, I don't know. I just gravitate towards that project. I feel like I always have to have a bag. Look at the hour filling in, guys. Look at the hour. Look at that. Look at that, baby. We flipped green, baby. Dropping out. My bad. Sometimes I just get to talking, man. Look at it turning green. Look at Jupe up another 2% on the hour. Look at FET up 1.2% on the hour. Come on, baby. Let's go. This thing's turning, baby. We might actually end up with a good Memorial Day today. Energy X. How is it doing though, Selmo? How's it doing? Yeah, baby. Look at us turning, Ken. Look at that turn, baby. We turning. Look at hype up another 1.5%. I just told you guys not to buy in at the all-time high. It's up 1.5%, 1.4. Oh, look at SPX up another 0.7% on the hour. Look at this, baby. We moving. We moving. We're moving the market, baby. FET AI. It's probably one of my top AI plays right here. Up to 91 cents. Are we gonna crack this dollar? You guys remember we were buying FET 47, 50 cent when it 50 cent, baby, in the club when it dropped down. So FET's doing pretty well. ASI, FET, whatever you want to call it. You know, I like that from one of my biggest AI plays right there. Polygon. Polygon's got issues. You guys heard about Polygon's issues over there? You guys heard about what's going on with Polygon? A lot of the founders are stepping down. They're leaving. You know, a lot of the founders are stepping down and leaving. And, you know, I don't know. They got issues over there right now. Board members leaving, founders leaving. Dangerous game. Dangerous game. Still developing right now. Yeah. Slow cooker. That's what you call a slow cooker right there, Selma. Slow cooker. But sometimes them slow cookers are the ones that take off. But, you know, Polygon Maddox, I can't believe the amount of issues they have over there right now with people leaving. That top tier block, that's top tier layer 2 blockchain right there. People are walking away. There's got to be something going on behind the scenes over there that's it's a little bit touch and go over there. So be careful with Polygon. But this actually, you know, it's a good thing. It could be a good thing though. You could be getting some new leadership over there with a new view and a new vision. And if they could roll it out and pull it off, you know, sometimes a new vision is not always that bad, right? It depends on if they can sell it, right? If they can sell the new vision. So we'll see. We'll see what happens when Matt. We keep our eye on it. Look at Quant though. Quant busting up $95. You know, Quant keeps wanting to touch that $100 mark, right? It keeps wanting to touch that $100 mark and gets pulled down a little bit just because the market pulls back. But Quant is ready to go. Quant's ready to go. It's fighting and it's holding well. But how about how about the crypto Kentucky guy? They call him Kentucky Crypto or Crypto Kentucky, whatever the hell they call him. He took that dude, that Italian guy, and had him in the apartment trying to take his Bitcoin, man. They tortured him for like a week. This is why you never tell anybody how much crypto you own, man. This is exactly why you never tell anybody exactly what type of and how much you own, because they scooped that that Italian dude, man, and had him in the apartment, man, tortured him for a week. They tried to take his Bitcoin, man. They tried to take his Bitcoin. That's why you never tell anybody how much Bitcoin, how much crypto you own, man, because there are some shady cats out here, man. And they will come and scoop you. They will come and scoop you up. So that's, you hear that, Ken? Don't be telling anybody you own what you own, man, because I don't want to see you on the news, man. We know you dumping the market over there in the EU. I don't want them to see you on the news, brother. But where are we at? Total two here. Total three. I mean, this is where. Oh, we're still under nine. We're still up 900 billion, man. Whew. Oversold though. Coming down. Like that. Gotta get this thing. I mean, yeah, gotta get this thing up to about a 1.01 trillion, man. I invite anyone. Junior, I knew you were coming with something. Junior says, I invite anyone to come on through here, man. My secrets. But did you guys hear about that though? Like they there's a guy out there, I think they called him like Crypto Kentucky or something like that, the king of crypto Kentucky or something like that. So I'm assuming he must be some big huge influencer or something like that. But yo, man, he tied this dude, this Italian, I think he was from Italy. He tied him up, man. He tortured him, man, for like a week. He tortured him for like a week trying to get his Bitcoin. You like to fight? Full disclosure, I'm telling you, you run up over in this house. I was taught a couple lessons when people come in your house, and none of them involve you leaving. So, you don't run up in here. I'll tell you that. But yo, I was like, damn, this is a reason right here why you never talk numbers. You never talk numbers in public. But yeah, Total 3 is doing its thing, man. It's doing well. Speaking of projects that really, I like this aerodrome right here. See where it's at. Oh, it's down 60 cents. It took a hit, man. That took a hit. That took a nice hit. I might buy me some more of that today. I might grab some more of that today at 60 cents. XLM, did it hold 30 cents? Nope, 28. It looks like it's starting to come back around. Still in the oversold territory, which is good. Getting down here in the oversold. So it's going to take a turn. It's going to turn. It's testing the moving averages too. But this might be a pickup today. Where's Ondo? Where the hell is Ondo? Uh, 95 cents. And we'll see where that goes today. What we got here? Popcat. Love me some Popcat. I think Popcat's gonna be a big winner here in the bull run. It's gonna be a big winner. Meme coin. Why? It's 47 cents. Not yet. Where are we at over here with the things that we're watching? Not yet, though. Not yet. Popcat's down 0.6%. No, not yet. Still ain't prime for me to buy yet. I was considering Colombia for Yeah, I don't know, man. It's tough out here, Ken. I'm trying to figure out, like, if you're moving out of the country, where to live, something like, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy. Uh, we'll defend the Constitution. Yes, we will, Selmo. Yes, we will. And crypto. Yeah, we're gonna defend the Constitution and crypto. From all invaders. From all invaders. You can't have my crypto. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. You ain't doing that. You don't know why I have photos of myself? I don't know. I don't really worry about it. Like I said, like, I don't really worry about it. Like, yeah, I got I mean, my face is on YouTube, so I mean, it's hard for me to hide. I mean, I can't hide. I'm on YouTube, right? Like, my face is right here. I'm green. Oh man. Yeah. It's one of them things though, XRP. Like, once you put your face on YouTube, it's like, where are you gonna hide, right? Like, you're right here, right? Like, where are you gonna hide at? Like, you can't really hide. Sexy face. Junior, don't start that, man. I can only be me, man. I mean, yeah, you're right. Someone, like, I can only be me. I'm sitting right here, like it's like, there's this beautiful face of mine, right? So, like, when you look at it, like, I can't hide. I mean, the only thing I can do is just be prepared and defend myself if I need to. The only thing I know is that you ain't taking my crypto. I defend the crypto. I defend my crypto. I will guard my crypto at all costs. Arbitron, 39 cents. Not doing too bad. We're gonna get out of here this morning, guys, because I want you guys to have a great Memorial Day. But you guys, we're gonna get out of here this morning. Thank you guys for again. Thank you guys for joining me on this great Memorial Day. And salute to everybody who served, men and women in the military. And I know that this is a United States holiday, and we really do salute the people who have served. But I appreciate everybody who has served around the world, with our allies, our partners, anybody who has fought with the United States and put their lives on the line, things like that. So, take a minute today, kick back and relax. If you're a veteran, and if you know any veterans, or anything like that, tell them, guys, thank you today. Tell them thank you, and tell them that you appreciate their service as well. It means a lot. It means a lot to people who have served. And I tell Selmo all the time, one of the veterans here on this channel, how much I appreciate him and what he's done for this country, and what type of man he is, and how he served this country admirably. And take a moment today, and even if you're not from the United States and you know somebody who served, take a moment today and just kind of turn around and tell them thank you. It means a lot. I mean, these guys are away from their families. They're away from their families. They're always sometimes out on training missions and things like that for months at a time. Takes away from their families, their kids, their events, family events, things like that. And it's a big old sacrifice for these guys. So, just make sure you say thank you to them today and appreciate them. For those of you guys who don't know, I had a daughter who served. I have a nephew who served. I have a stepfather. I have a daughter who served in active combat. I have a nephew who's currently serving. I have a stepfather who's retired, a retired Marine. So, I come from a long military background, right? So, just take a minute and just say thanks to all the vets. And I don't care if you're just not even in the United States, just around the world. If you know anybody, just say thank you. Just say thanks. And Selma, we do always appreciate you here, man. And we do always appreciate you here, man, and appreciate everything you've done, for the United States, brother. And don't ever underestimate what you've done. Appreciate you. So with that, we're up out of here, guys, and we will see you guys again on Wednesday. Wednesday morning, we'll be up. We'll be at it. We'll be doing it again. Quick, I just want to check one more time quickly where our hourly bubbles is, and I'll let you know whether we are definitely filling in green this morning, guys, and we're doing our thing, guys, and let's hope for a Memorial Day pump today, guys. Let's pump this market for Memorial Day and see if we can't get this thing moving in the right direction for a Monday. Junior Jupiter is doing really, really well. It's up 1.8%. So Jupe is doing well. Don't sleep on Jupe. Don't sleep on Cake, and don't sleep on Deep, guys. Them are the platforms that make the decentralized blockchains go. So with that, guys, we're up out of here. See you guys on Wednesday. You guys have a phenomenal Memorial Day weekend, and kick back, relax, and have a great day. We will see you on Wednesday. Peace.